Hey there, it's Shannon again, and today we're reviewing the Kingdom Code, where your family can learn to make and manage money God's way. We received the complete starter kit with the textbook, student packet, teacher's guide, receipt book, the insert, stickers, and reward chart, as well as receiving the budget kit and the coloring book. The teacher's guide is very easy to follow. It's laid out very well. It is designed to be worked on 2 days a week, and the activities are separated by day. So when you look at it, you're going to see the overview, essential questions, learning goal, as well as all the materials needed for those 2 lessons. Then you will see where day 1 tells you the goal, key terms, and setting the stage for this day's activities. It goes over all of the things you will work on that day with some space for notes. And then you'll see the same thing for day 2. After that, you'll also see the answers to any activities or worksheets for that day. Next is the textbook, which is laid out with very easy to follow sections that line up with the teacher's guide. So if you're looking for the quest for the clue, and that's what the teacher's guide says to find, you can see the clearly labeled sections in the textbook. I also love that all of the vocabulary words are highlighted in blue, so they stand out a little more to your children. As you go through, it will also tell you things like begin worksheet 2, so that you know what you're working on next. So you will go through all the sections, and not only do they learn a lot, but there's also time to share your thoughts and apply it to a situation that your children can understand. At the end of each section, your child will have some on your own activities, and then you'll see the Kingdom Keys, which is kind of a recap of what they've learned in that section. It also tells them to go ahead and add their sticker to the reward chart, and then there's some bonus code work that your kids can work on for that section to get even more out of the lesson. The student packet is where you're going to find any activities for the lessons or worksheets for the lesson. And there's a lot of hands-on information in here that's going to take your kids through all of the steps that they're going to encounter if they're owning their own business. It will help them find ways to troubleshoot, research their business, figure out what they should charge, what the best plan of action is, marketing, and tons of other information that they can work on very hands-on throughout the entire Kingdom Code. In the Kingdom Code coloring book, you're going to see some different activity pages that cover some of the lessons that your children have already gone over, but they get to color them, have a relaxing, fun way to do it. My KCK budget teaches the children about Joey's, which is going to explain to your children where their money should be going, what they should be using it towards, and how that's going to benefit them. When I first heard about the Kingdom Code, I was super excited because I was watching my children get money from birthdays, or they'd find coins, or someone would give them a couple dollars, or wherever they may have gotten the money. And it was interesting to see how they spent it, and I realized that we needed to do a little bit of work on what our money should be doing for us. I read something somewhere, and I can't remember where it came from, but it operated on this thought process that at the beginning or end of the week, you give your kids some money, and in our case, we just do quarters. And that's just for being part of the family, but there's also the expectation that they help out around the house with certain jobs. And if they're asked or tasked with a job and they don't complete it, instead of hounding them to keep it up, you have to have somebody else in the house do it. And then whenever your child would get paid, they have to take some of their coins to pay whoever did the job for them. And I like that line of thinking, and I like that, and that process has worked pretty good for us on teaching responsibility around the house. But I wanted to apply it more to how they spend their money, and this program has really been a great way for them to think about where money comes from, where money goes. And so every week my kids will take their quarters, and it is interesting to see whether they're saving them for something special, whether they're spending them as soon as they get them, and each of my kids do different things with it. So I love taking the Kingdom Code and applying it to their life, applying it to how they could create their own business, even at a young age, that's going to earn them money and teach them responsibility, not only in life, but also in the way that God intends them to learn it. So we are really enjoying this. I love that they're learning about the vocabulary words, the entire process, troubleshooting. I think my daughter is gaining so many skills about this through this program. And I overheard her and the neighbor girl, so the girls are 8 and 10, and they sat talking about it for quite a while on how much they should charge to pick up dog poop and what other jobs they could do along with it and how many hours a week they could work and all of the things that they had covered in the lesson. My daughter was taking over and sharing with the neighbor girl, and they were discussing it. And so I thought that was really great to see her taking that into the real world and applying it. So we really love this, and I'm excited to finish working through the program with her. So I hope you enjoyed our review and have a really great understanding of what this program can do for your family. Thanks for watching our review of the Kingdom Code. Feel free to check out some other blog reviews on the program at homeschoolreviewcrew.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks again for watching today's review of the Kingdom Code. Find out more information on the program by visiting www.thekingdomcode.com. Visit www.ourpieceofearth.com for more homeschool reviews and some other great information. I would love for you to click that red subscribe button below and join me the next time we post a review. Thanks for watching.